Autobot Drift used to fight for the Decepticons. Now he wields his swords against them, alongside the heroic Autobots.
Welcome back, subscribers, to eBEFOREi Video Reviews. If you're not a subscriber, you're brand new to this channel, click a button and watch what happens. It's magic. It's magical. No, but welcome back to eBEFOREi Video Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Drift figure. Now, look at that face. The artwork here is beautiful. I mean, it's really fantastic. But when it comes down to it, we're not here to look at the box. Let's take a look at the figure itself. So there he is magically on your screen, and he's beautiful. I mean, he is a sports car. Now, this is the deluxe version. You know it's the deluxe version if it says ages 8+ on the box, so look for that. Paint applications are sparse, but the black on blue looks fine. You see the silver taillights there. It looks good. Could there be some more paint in places? Sure. Let's take a closer look at the grille. Alright, so focused in, this is an actual Bugatti car. I always feel like I say that funny, Bugatti. But it looks nice. You got the little red symbol there that's got the symbol if you look real close. On the side of the vehicle, lots of nice in-plastic molding, the gas cap, the door handle. Black Autobot symbol. Let's get a closer look at that. Alright, so there's a better look, and it's really hard to see, you know, but I get robots in disguise, but I really like the Autobot symbol to be seen. On the back of the vehicle, you see some separation. You do get the Bugatti symbol, so it is a legit licensed vehicle, which is pretty cool here in a deluxe class figure. See the exhaust vents, nice silver inside the hubcaps, inside the wheels. Again, you've got your gas cap, just lots of decent in-plastic molding. Underneath, so it looks nice and tidy under here, really. You've got some decent weapon storage, as you can see. You do have some, you know, what look like the legs and some arms. Luckily, the head's not visible like most Bumblebee figures, but overall underneath it doesn't look that bad. On the top, I kind of wish they had some of the engine painted, but looking at the vehicle all the way around, aside from maybe the tone of blue that was used, I don't really have any problems. I think that the car looks good. Let's size compare them up. I've got them next to Evasion Mode Optimus Prime here because you can see that they're about the same length. But yet Evasion Prime explodes into a Voyager-sized figure, and Drift is, well, he's a deluxe, but they're the same size in vehicle mode, roughly. Now, when you buy a Transformer that's a vehicle, you like to know that he rolls, so he rolls just fine. All four wheels are hitting the ground. You see on all sides, he rolls with no issue. He does seem a little bit lopsided on one of the wheels. It could be my table, could also be a bit of the weapon storage, but overall, I think he rolls just fine. Let's take these swords out and take a good look at what you get with the figure. The swords peg in really nice. They fit, I mean, it's made for it. It actually fits the portion of the sword just real snug, so you'll have no issues with that staying in place. Now, I wish I knew what these blades were called, but the box doesn't really tell us. So we'll just call these the bigger swords. These are the swords that pegged in. The detail on them are nice, but look at what you also get. Get two smaller little swords or knives, and these look cool too. Again, the in-plastic molding on both of these looks really nice. There's just lots going on in the plastic. They could have just looked like generic sword knives, but instead you got something kind of nice. Now let's get to the transformation itself. Now this is an Age of Extinction figure, but the transformation's not that easy. So you want to go ahead and open up the side doors to start, and as soon as you do that, you can go ahead and flip it all the way open. Rinse and repeat on the other side. Just flip that panel all the way, and there you go. Alright, so flip it around and take the arms and just pop them out. Just pop. Makes a little sound when you do that. Next, you want to come around and kind of wiggle the back off. And that's on a hinge, and you'll see that here in just a moment as I pull that back. You want to take this back bit and just fold it up on top like that. Now at this point, you can take the whole thing and you ultimately have to spin it around. Now before you do that, you got to fold in the front part, and it makes the whole thing kind of mobile. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a little spin right here. Now you've got this little tab, and you can just pull that up because that's going to plug into the back of the robot here. At this stage, you can take the hood, pull it down, you'll get a head reveal, and just put your finger back there and lift the head up. Pops up just like that. It's a really great head sculpt. You want to go ahead and separate the legs. Bring down the feet. That puts the spoiler up against the back of his leg there. Then you want to take these wheel wells and just pull them back. Just like that. While I'm back here, I'm going to go ahead and attach the backpack. And the little tab just fits right in. Then we'll just finish off the legs. Got this plastic piece on a hinge right behind the leg. You just want to give that a flip with your thumb like that, or your finger. And it just sits behind there. It doesn't lock in place or anything like that, but it just gives a leg a cleaner look from behind. Anyway, at this point, we're pretty much done. In this case, let's go ahead and grab some weapons and get him completely finished and show off his robot mode. Alright, so we've got this sword, and we're going to just peg that in. There's a little small hole, and it fits right there, right behind his head, and just attaches to the backpack. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and kind of fan it out. That gives him kind of a neat look. Then we can take his larger swords and put them in his hands. And here we have Drift in his robot mode. Let me tell you something, this is one of the better looking deluxe figures for this wave so far. I mean, he looks good in his vehicle mode. He looks really sleek, but in his robot mode, he looks intimidating. He's a really nice looking figure. Let's take a closer look and focus my camera. There we go. The face sculpt is wonderful here. It's as if he's wearing a golden samurai mask over his face, so it just looks really nice. The head itself is on a ball joint, and he's got some decent movement. Some of the back plastic kind of limits a little bit, but I think you're still going to get plenty of head movement for any type of pose that you're looking for here. I appreciate the fact that there's not a fake chest here. That's actually the part of the front of the vehicle, and it flips down to form his chest, which is good. Lots of in-plastic molding detail. I like that you've got still have the Bugatti symbol there, which is great among all of his gears and parts and things. The two different types of blue, the black trim, again, carries over into robot mode, same as we had in vehicle mode, and it is a decent look. Go ahead and spin him around, and you can see that while he does have a backpack, for a deluxe class figure, it's not terrible. It's not terribly in the way. It's fairly sleek, and doesn't look bad. Almost looks like a turtle shell. but it's okay. Now, posability. Let's take a look at his articulation. He's got quite a bit. Alright, so his neck is on a ball joint. He can look up, down, and all around. His arms are on a swivel there, and nice little ratchets in the elbow. So nice tight ratchet joints there. No waist. You do get the ratchets again right there in the leg. Swivel there. You do get knee bend. However, watch for the plastic in the back. If that piece is up too high, it's going to limit how far you can bend the knee, but it does bend. And nothing in the foot except up and down. Let's do some size comparisons. He's a smallish figure, but overall he blends in quite well. You can see him standing next to Bumblebee, and he's a little bit taller with his head crest, although, you know, the overall body of Bee is a bit bigger. The Dinobot Slash there is just so small, so not good there. And I also threw in Jazz and Sunstreaker, so you can see how the figures overall have gotten smaller over the years, and we all know that. I think we've all pretty much come to accept it. That doesn't mean we've got bad figures, but they are going down in size, even next to the Prime figure, like you see next to Ratchet there. So overall thoughts. If you are into the Age of Extinction figures, or you just like good Transformers, this guy certainly qualifies. You should run out, definitely pick him up. I think he's a worthy Autobot figure for your collection. So far, at least, I think he's the best deluxe figure in the line. So far, there may be other ones coming that are just as good or better, but so far this guy's really good. He fits in well with the rest of the group. Again, he's really fun in both modes. Vehicle mode looks good. Transformation is not overly simple and certainly not overly complex. And robot mode looks just fantastic, as you can see here. Anyway, these are all my opinions. Of course, you yourself should go out and form your own. And let me know in comments if you end up liking this guy or not. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, I can't thank you enough for the support that you've shown me. If you are looking for people to subscribe to my channel that you know, that are sitting there going, you know what? I need a new channel to subscribe to. Who should it be? Let me tell you who it should be. It should be right here. It's eBEFOREi Video Reviews. You can find all of my reviews at youtube.com/eBEFOREiNet. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can do that. I'm at facebook.com/eBEFOREi. And if you're on Twitter, I'm at eBEFOREiNet. Go ahead and hit me up. Tell me what toys you're enjoying, what toys you're not enjoying, what you plan on buying soon. And do you have any clunkers as of late? What do you hate? As always, it's good to hear from you. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you back here again real soon.